is
Yes, ma'am. Continue, ma'am.
though the topic is not that much a good thing to discuss, but discussion and awareness is very, very important, because today the teenage community, they are really on the crossroads, I would say. In earlier days, there were not so many challenges to the teenage people, girls as well as boys. But today is not the situation like that. The teenage community is facing many challenges, many problems, and they are unable to uh, come out of that stress, come out of those situations, come out to overcome that challenges from different corners in their life. Like, first of all, teenage is a very good stage of a human life. Shama ma'am, am I audible and
Yes, very clearly
okay?
audible, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Because I'm not seeing myself here. Okay, fine. So I would give one comparison here to just understand the teenage thing. There is one famous social anthropologist named Ruth Benedict. She has made a lot of research on teenage problems. She wrote one book called The Chrysanthemum and the Sword also. This research she has done in Japan nation. The teenage population, when they were children, they were treated very well like flowers, like chrysanthemum. Whereas when they enter into teenage, a sword hanging on their neck, like situation the teenage will be facing. Not only the Japan, everywhere in every community, every nation, this type of situation will be there. Even we also face that situation. Why that situation arises and how to redress that situation, how to overcome that, and who else are the stakeholders to redress this problem of the generation? Because youth is they should be in nation building process. They are the next generation. They are the future citizens of any nation, any country, any community. They should be strong enough. If the community should be strong, the nation should be strong, then automatically the human resource, especially the teenage community, should be strong. But what is making them weak? Why this situation they are unable to cope up? All those things you have to first understand. The main problem that teenage will be facing at home. At home, mainly because of the communication problem, because of not the parents not able to understand their feelings, not able to understand their pressures, not able to understand their issues. Because once teenage starts, there will be so many hormonal changes will be there. Accordingly, their emotional requirements will be there. All those things should be understood at home first, then teachers, then outside community. So this prevention work, awareness work should start from home, especially by parents. Because teenage, once they enter from their childhood to teenage, they will be facing some confusion. To what is going on? What is this change? What is this transformation? What new feelings we are getting? What is the requirement? All those things they will be unable to understand. They will be unable to communicate with parents also. Mainly, this education pressure will be there from parent side. That should not be there, because in this process what happens is parents start comparing their children with the neighbor, with the friends of their children, or the children of their relatives or children of their neighborhood, which is not good. The main problem starts at home is the comparison. Comparing our child with some other child, though it is done intentionally or intentionally, is not good. It should not be done. It should not be done at all. Because when comparison starts, automatically the feelings of our children will get hurt. And every time, but they will not be able to communicate to their parents. Okay, don't compare me with that other person, other children. Instead of that, they will be revolting. They start revolting. That revolt automatically spoils the home atmosphere, their feelings, and that it gives an ugly situation. It creates ugly circumstances at home. It should be avoided. So we should not compare. My appeal to all the parents, whoever is here now in this webinar, my appeal to all the parents is, don't compare your children. Every child is unique. Every child is a gift from God. Every child is talented. Every human being is talented. Every human being will have one or other skill, one or other talent. It is the responsibility of the parents and teachers at school to recognize, to understand the skill, to bring out that skill, and to encourage towards that whatever they are interested in. Some children will be interested in sports, some children will be interested in creative art, some children will be interested towards service activities, some children will be interested into entrepreneurship. Whatever is the thing, we should encourage them towards their interest, not on the interest of the parents. Parents might have left the opportunity of becoming doctors, engineers, or whatever their own dreams they might not have got fulfilled. But that dream they should not impose on children, because they are different, children are different. When they start imposing their dreams on the children, automatically they will be forcing, and it will create tension, stress, strain on the teenagers, which is not good. So we should avoid that. If we are not fulfill our dreams in our life, then it is up to us. It is not the responsibility of the children to fulfill our dreams. So this awareness should be there to parents as well. Then undermining the talents of the children is another thing, because parents will be having view towards some things only, like some careers, for example, they will be interested, they will be knowing about engineers, doctors, IAS, IPS, and some this routine careers. But it is the situation it is not the situation now. After 1991, after liberalization, globalization, and privatization of our economy, the India is exposed to a global economy. Thereby, we are getting multinational opportunities in multinational companies where we are getting opportunities in IT and the field career options, career fields are a great scope was created by this privatization and globalization. So when the parents, usually parents will be in my age or near to my age only. So when we were making our career, all these things were not there. But now the situations are different. Career opportunities are different. If they cannot become a doctor, if a child cannot become an engineer, if our child cannot become a doctor, it is not that he is not fit for anything. It should not be the mindset of the parents and the teachers. Even in teachers also in school, they will be concentrating only on the meritorious or the studious students only. Some teachers, they won't concentrate, they won't understand the dullness of the student. The teacher doesn't understand the disinterest of the student into particular subject, particular topics. All those things should be analyzed at school, because it is the teacher who has to give feedback to the parent that such and such things are there in the are the interest of the children. So with the coordinated efforts of the teachers, children, then teachers, parents only, we can prevent this suicidal scenario which is taking place in the teens. And last week also, suddenly two teenage boys jumped from a building. We don't know the reason, but whatever the reason, so stress, they are unable to cope up and to overcome, to come out of the situation. Even they don't find any other way to come out of such situation, they are compelled to commit suicide, which is a very bad sign to the community, country as well. It should be avoided. It should be a collective effort of all the to all the it should be a collective effort of all the people who can influence a child. So especially the parents and teachers. Then coming to another aspect, apart from the education, the another aspect usually having lot of impact is love, affairs, and attractions towards other gender. This is a natural phenomena in any teenage, but the other side of the problem, what I personally feel is they need to share their feelings. The teenager will need to share their feelings with some or other person. When that person is absent at home, means if they are not getting their parents time to share their emotions, to share their feelings, to share their problems, especially when mother is not available to them, because today's society, working of women, working of mother is an inevitable part of the society to run the family. So mother's time, getting mother's time is becoming difficult for the children. Thereby they feel they need to share their feelings. So when that thing is not happening at home, somebody is not getting getting attention towards that problem, then automatically the teenager will look outside the home for such solace, or to get console, or to get their emotional this thing. then maybe this is not maybe, I'm sure if the joint families would have been there, so this situation will not be like this. Because in joint families, some or other family member will be there. If mother is not there, some aunties will be there, grandparents will be there, and they will be guiding them. They will be like counseling them. They will be teaching values. They will be giving their emotional support, which is absent in nuclear families. Nuclear families has become so nuclear that wife and husband and one children or two children with two children. And these two children also sometimes due to some sibling rivalry or sibling incompatibility, again, it will also a problem for the stressful life of a teenager. So if we give sufficient time, if we understand, elders understand teenagers at home well, if we give sufficient time, if we understand their um, uh, feelings, sometimes they will be behaving weirdly also. So that also we have to understand. If we say that we are here to take care of you, then definitely they will not be looking outside the family for such support. Because of this, they will be getting attracted toward other persons. They will be getting attracted towards false promises in the love, and thereby getting this love failures. Due to love failures also, people will end their life. This, whatever be the reason, ending of life should not be there. Because life is a gift given by God, given by this universe, to enjoy, to do some purposeful work, to find purpose, to have goal, to serve our other human beings, to achieve something, to do good to the universe, to do good to fellow beings. If all these things are there in one's mind, those things should be incorporated by the adults in their early childhood. If in early childhood is taken care well, then definitely the teenage problem will not rise. The stressful life will not be there for a teenager. So it is we to understand them. It is a responsibility of the elders to take care of them, and to impart discipline in them, to impart self-discipline in them. Because once, if a child is disciplined at the childhood, early childhood, then automatically they will form their track. They will form their purposeful purpose of their life. Thereby, they will work towards it. They won't achieve at any cost their achievements. So, this molding or socialization of a child at home should be done properly. If that should be done, and again, question rises: where is the time? Where is the time for the parents? Parents are engaged in earning activities, and there is no other except this media, social media, and this a new problem of social media and cell phones, Facebooks, TV, and all other things are leading towards other things also. And because of these games, social media games, what is that called? Uh, some games will be there, like Free Fire, or and similar games. Because when my children are not into this physical activity or playing games, sports, and other things, they are they will be spending a lot of time with the games on the phone. Thereby, these games are so designed that it creates some stress on the minds of the player. And automatically these tender minds will get so much stress, and they are also the tendency will rise, will shoot up. The suicidal tendency will shoot up while playing the games also. And those games are also designed like that only. Like in 2017, that blue whale or yes, blue whale was one of the games. Yeah. What is that called? Video games. So these again giving rise to another set of sociological, psychological, physiological problems on the teenagers. And already there will be a lot of emotional hormonal imbalances due to teenage. Again, these will be acting on those hormones, and thereby they are unable to find out any way out. They will automatically or they forcefully end their life. Nobody, no individual they like to end their life for a simple reason. Everybody want to enjoy their life. Everybody want to fulfill their dreams. Everybody want to have happy teenage, happy childhood and all. But we should understand what is that thing which is not addressing the situation, or which is uh, or leading to not preventing the situation, this suicidal thing. And along with this, and other factors, whatever be the factors will be are there. One thing any adult, teenage, anybody should bear in mind is problems will be there in anybody's life. Even a small ant will also have problem in finding food. So problems are a natural phenomena in anybody's life. But it will be a problem only when we view it as a problem. We should not view it as a problem, because for every situation, madam, time ho gaya kya mera?
No, ma'am. You are elaborating the situation. Please go ahead, ma'am.
So even a small ant or small bird also will have problems, but we should not stop that it is a problem. Only when we are unable to find solution to any situation, then only it will become problem. But universe is such a magnificent thing that for every problem there will be hundreds of solutions. That we fail to find even one solution sometimes. It is because of this our mindset. If we train our mindset to think over the solution, then automatically problems will not be a problem, and we will be start finding more solutions and more situations to come out of this type of tendency or this type of sort of problem. So problems, stress, strain, struggles, all should be there. Then only we will become strong. When struggles come, then only we become strong. If we fail to understand in this angle, then definitely we get lot of stress inside. And when we are, another thing the teenagers should bear in mind is, when you are facing this type of puzzled situation, confused situation, unable to cope up, then immediately find somebody, some matlab at home, especially communicate to your mother, communicate to your father, communicate to your grandparents. If you are unable to speak, or at least write it on paper and give it to your parents. In this universe, except parents, nobody can understand you well, because parents gave you birth, they will only can understand. But only thing is, because of this lack of communication, because of communication problem, you don't communicate. The unfortunate thing here is, except human being, no other creature on the earth has a language. But they will communicate. They communicate in a better way. But only human beings, in spite of having language, we don't communicate. We don't express properly. What we usually feel is, when they should understand, me, my friends should understand me, parents should understand me, my teachers should understand me. This type of thinking, if we have, then we will not come out, we will not express our feelings. But the important thing here is, until unless we speak our feelings into words, nobody we can understand, because understanding of every individual will be different. You are in my understanding will be different. The understanding of my mother will be different. My sisters will be different. My children will be different. So whatever problem we are facing, immediately we should take help of especially parents, or sometimes if any guide is there, if any better teacher is there, if any like mentor is there, you discuss with them, you come out of the situation. With this, then only we can come out. Otherwise, again, it will drag us into more darker and darker worlds. So parents should understand children. At the same time, children should understand parents. So
Yes, ma'am.
generally in yeah, only 1 minute. In 1 minute, I will close.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, generally what students or what children in teenage think is, my parents are not understanding me, they are not giving freedom, they are not providing me things. All these things will lead them towards negative thinking and negative things. That should be avoided. So if you have any requirement, you have to discuss with your parents, and you have to understand their resources and availability of their opportunities. If you some I have heard some children asking their parents, if you cannot provide me a cell phone, why you have given me why you have given me birth? If you are unable to provide me a bike, why you have given me birth? So all these better social, if you provide better socialization at home and at a school, definitely we can prevent, we can take care of our teenagers, and we can have a good happy um, teenage life. Thank you, madam, for giving me this opportunity. I hope I have covered some, not more, but at least some of the points. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, that's wonderful, ma'am. As I have not expected, but I was expecting from you all this, because the thing, teen suicide is a very sensitive. We can't talk in this much less time, but you have covered many situations where teen feel like alone, and they will think that suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem. It's a temporary
Yes.
problem, that, but they will give a permanent solution. So you have covered a lot of things, and I want you to wait and see few videos which I have taken from the internet, and which can connect with your talk, and as well as teen suicide. Please do watch, and please encourage us.
Thank you. Thank you.
1 minute.
I'm not getting audio, ma'am.
मासूम बच्चियां जल्दी भाग जाती।
दरवाजा खोल।
अरे फिर से कोई बचकाना इशू लेके आई होगी।
हाथ जोड़ता हूँ, दोबारा अपनी शक्ल मत दिखाना।
चली गई यार वो छोड़ के। कहाँ थे आप लोग?
नहीं समझ आ रहा, नहीं समझ आ रहा, मैं एलसी सर अच्छा।
And another video from Chichore movie where parents realizing that they are doing some mistake.
कल सब ठीक होगा।
पता नहीं यार, पर बात यहाँ तक पहुंचनी ही नहीं चाहिए थी। तो मेरी वजह से हुआ।
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. He's right. तू तो बहुत कूल लैड है यार।
लू ना मैं बात। वो बॉटल देख रहे। मैंने राघव को कहा था कि जिस दिन सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा उस दिन बाप बेटे मिल के पिएंगे, और उसको ये तो बोला ही नहीं कि नहीं होगा तो क्या करेंगे। हम सब गलत कर रहे हैं भाई। सक्सेस के बाद का प्लान सबके पास है, लेकिन अगर गलती से फेल हो गए तो फेलियर से कैसे डील करना है, कोई बात ही नहीं करना चाहता। बेटा इतने मार्क्स ले आओ ये वाला कॉलेज मिलेगा, बेटा वो कॉलेज चले जाओ ये वाला जॉब मिलेगा। अरे 10 लाख बच्चे बैठते हैं, 10,000 बच्चों का सिलेक्शन होता है, 9,90,000 बच्चे, उनको पता ही नहीं कि क्या करना है। उसकी तैयारी तो कभी की नहीं। उनको लगता है कि वो एग्जाम में नहीं, वो लाइफ में फेल हो रहे हैं। भाई तेरे से आज अगर पूछेंगे कि मुझे क्या चाहिए, राघव की इंजीनियरिंग में सीट या कि मेरा बच्चा सही सलामत वापस आ जाए, मैं तो अपना बच्चा ही मांगूंगा ना यार। मुझे और कुछ नहीं चाहिए।
मैम Chichore.
सॉरी, एक्सक्यूज मी।
Hey, Vedant है. Wanna talk to him? Hey, buddy. आपको मेरा प्रॉमिस याद है? हाँ वही कि मैथ्स में A+ लाओगे तो आपको बाइक दिलाऊंगा। But you know what? Just wanna tell you कि आप कोई भी ग्रेड्स लाओ, B+, C-, doesn't matter. मैं आपको फिर भी बाइक दिलाऊंगा। No, Daddy is not kidding. Beta, I love you.
कल सब ठीक होगा।
So for this, we are going to launch one counseling center and one confession box at our Hope hospitals from now. Any teen can come to this confession box, and also they can get psychiatrist number along with their confession, so that without revealing their identity, they can give their pen down, they can pen down their queries, they can pen down their problems, and also will help them, psychiatrists will help them to cope up with their problem for sure. And this counseling center and confession box is proposed by our own Farhat Ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am, for encouraging us and also helping us with this counseling center and confession box at Hope in Hospital. Thank you so much. And this link will be expiring now. We will be coming with the other part of this video in other link. And thank you so much, Shereen ma'am, with elaborative in every situation you have told us what all we need to do when the teens are coming in that situation. Thank you so much, Shereen ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am. Shereen, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.